Colorado prisons are battling a growing number of inmates struggling with substance use disorder.
Yeah, nearly 75% of its population statewide is affected. Your reporter Kirsten Susel visited the Denver Women's Correctional Facility to see firsthand the magnitude of substance use issues inmates experience.
Denver Women's Correctional Facility is the highest security women's prison in Colorado. Behind these walls is brokenness that's hard to fathom.
And that's all you hear when you lay down on your pillow is your kids asking you, "Mommy, when are you coming home?"
For me, it's like if I was callous enough to do that, like, why do I deserve to live?
I made a lot of bad choices. I chose everything wrong.
The three women who sat down to share their stories have already served a combined 60 years behind bars for their crimes.
You can either choose to let your incarceration bring you down and remind you every day of the biggest mistake you've ever made in your life, or you can take that mistake and use it every day to honor your victims.
Although their journeys are different, sadly, a part of their story they share is substance use. In fact, substance use affects 80% of the inmates at DWCF and about 75% nationally. That's both prior to their time and during.
I was a teenage alcoholic. When I got arrested, I was drinking a case of beer and a pint of vodka every single day. So alcohol was definitely a contributing factor to my crime and my life.
Some people work out, that's their vice. Some people eat, that's their vice. Some people read books, like some people do drugs. Like some people just go around that same merry-go-round until they find something different to fill that void that they have inside. And like for me, that's giving back now.
D'Amica, Cynthia, and Cassie have all become leaders behind bars.
Good boy.
Giving back and mentoring other women whose mistakes have landed them in a similar position. But this wouldn't be the case if it weren't for staff and outsiders who care.
It is a matter of like being successful and being not successful. There's like that really fine line of like you're either doing it or you're not, and that's what like outside programs like Hard Beauty do, is that they offer support and guidance.
I needed something that I could believe in, and hard, which my life has been, and beauty, which life mostly is a lens that I can look through. But prison is hard. This place is hard. I hear it from the women every time I come in here, but it's also where I witness and get to experience the most beauty.
Hard Beauty specializes in recovery support. Its founder, Raquel Garcia, volunteers her time to mentor women at DCWF. On a recovery journey of her own, she knows how desperately resources are needed.
Since I've been allowed and permitted to come in here, the connections and the trust is there. So when somebody does exit the community from prison and they're out in the world, the first one they're calling is me.
Raquel recently teamed up with Recovery Cards Project to send every single inmate a letter of encouragement using cards created by artists who are also in recovery themselves and written by members of the public.
We wanted to just let people know that they were important, that they were remembered. We had other letters come in that said, "Thanks for reminding me of my worth," you know, in a place that constantly gives us nothing but razor wire and sadness. Thanks for bringing us light.
You're important, you're loved, you're worthy, you have purpose. Are those some of the most important words that a woman in this facility can hear?
I think it's the most important words any woman can hear, but especially inside here.
Kirsten Susel reporting for us. For those leaving prison without substance use treatment, they're around 40 times more likely than a member of the general public to die from an overdose. Additionally, nearly 70% of substance users are rearrested within 3 years of release from prison, according to a study published in the National Library of Medicine.